firstborn, I've been ready for this. Ay, since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Ay, talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Ay, trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mahomes to throw once more. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
At the 14-yard line.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Mahomes on the move to his left. And this is caught for a touchdown. Hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Mahomes again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Johnny Townsend.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Leonard Fournette, 33 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 1st quarter lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Jaguars nothing.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. That is incomplete.
Mahomes on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Mahomes going to throw, eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw is Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold, escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Flushed out right. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 13. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Second down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Third down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check. Check out. Hot. Attack.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Al Woods in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and...
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw Darnold. That's caught by Jackson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about you.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Big dash. Come.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Mack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. On the give, this is Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
25, Marlon Mack, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin with a run by Fournette. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Mahomes. They'll run the screen with Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. To Fournette. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Fournette. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
He's brought down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second and 8 coming up. Fournette running out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with... And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He completes this one to Mack. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mahomes firing complete. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
45-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Taken down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be stopped up as he could only muster a yard. So 4th down coming up on the other side as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession. Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want. Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw, Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 10-yard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Result of the play.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here's a give to Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Rolling to his right. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Again, the ball carrier. Matt Milano on the tackle. A gain of 7. 1st down, Chargers.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kick. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been 1 game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.